So I posted this on my community tab yesterday, but I want to talk about it today. Hard Knocks is going to, for the first time ever, be focusing on one division. Usually it focuses on one team. Now it's be focusing on one division, and that division is the toughest division in football, the most extreme rivalries in the National Football League, and honestly a division that all four teams can make the playoffs. That's the AFC North. And again, I posted my community tab yesterday. I posted a little bit of information if you'd like to read it, kind of their rundown of the whole entire endeavor. Nonetheless, though, today we're not going to be talking about this little segment right here. We're going to be talking about the four storylines going into this. So this is going to be coming out in December, but it will be focusing on the whole entire 2024 NFL season. And yeah, this is going to get absolutely insane. With that being said, let's go down a little bit. So number one, intense rivalries. Yeah, you could say that is honestly the biggest understatement of the year. The football world is already well acquainted with the fierce struggle that has lasted the last 20 plus years between the Steelers and the Ravens. But they might not be as quite familiar with the disdain shared by the Bengals and the Browns with the rest of the division. I don't think there's that much of a rivalry as much with the Browns. Listen, I always say this. I have no hate for the Browns. I know at the end of the day, they obviously sometimes get the best of us. It is what it is. It's more or less for the longest time, the Browns were the basement dwellers, and they were kind of just looking up at everyone in the rest of the league, in the division, and be like, hey guys, can I participate? And we're like, no, can't. But then the Browns won the lottery, and now they're like, well, we're just like you guys. And we're like, sure you are, champ. Come on, just take a seat. Take a seat, Cleveland. You're just like us. You now get to go to the adults table. You're no longer at the kiddies table. So, I mean, listen, again, in the regular season, they do get the best of us. Obviously, the postseason is different. I feel like, personally speaking, our biggest rival is either between the Ratbirds or the Squealers. So, it's kind of in that concept for me. Anyway, though, there was a time when the Browns-Steelers was the best rivalry in formerly named AFC Central. That was the Titans, the Browns, the Bengals, and the Steelers. And that was the last time that the Browns won the actual division, which was 1989. Before Ravens existed. Thanks to the Browns, actually technically before the Ravens existed, that Browns team that won that division ended up becoming the Ravens, ironically enough. Thanks to the Browns and the Bengals return to contention, this entire division is brimming with fuel for the fire of hatred. Expect the lead up to every divisional showdown to be emotionally charged, and for the HBO and NFL Films cameras to exquisitely capture every bone-rattling hit between each participating team. There's a reason the AFC North is known as the most brutal division in football. Yeah, it's also because we have this mentality of a blue-collar type background for most of the cities in the AFC North, for example, Cleveland, blue collar, Cincinnati, same thing. You have Pittsburgh, same thing. Baltimore, same thing. So it's just also the mentality of the fans that watch the games, and it kind of bleeds into the actual teams. There's a reason the AFC North is known as the most. Oh yeah, we got that. If this group ends up as close in the standings as they were last season, these winners' games should produce some of the best footage in the history of Hard Knocks. Now, I think what the NFL, HBO needs to really explain to people going into it, there needs to be a disclaimer that before the whole entire, series starts, it says, listen, okay, we understand you watch football, you're used to really high-scoring back-and-forth games, okay? That's not how the AFC North works. The AFC North is a division that is very brutal. It's not for the faint of heart. It is a back and forth Goliath. I was going to say Goliath, but it's a back and forth gladiator in the Rome, in the Colosseum, just beating the crap out of each other. Meaning that the final score might be 13-10 or 17-13. Like, we're not going to have a game normally that ends up being one team blows the other team out. We're not going to have a game that normally ends up being 35-32. I say normally because there has been. But normally it would be 17-13, 17-16, 20-17. Game ends with a game-winning field goal. Like, you need to preface this off, this series, to let people know that this is, when you think of the gladiators in Rome, when you think of the Colosseum, that's what the AFC North is. Everyone else is playing, kiddie football. We're out here playing absolute, teeth on the ground, backyard balling football, okay? That's how we play in the AFC North. That's why not every quarterback could be an AFC North quarterback. Russell Wilson's about to find that out himself. Pivotal season for 2 or 3 quarterbacks. The NFL posted this. Before you reading this, I know it's going to be a shot at us. Oh, wait, no, it's not. It's not. Never mind. God, I forgot the Steelers have 2 quarterbacks. See, you should say pivotal season for the Steelers. So it's 2 quarterbacks, Justin Fields and Russell Wilson, and then Deshaun Watson. So it's not a shot at us at all. Thank you, NFL, for doing that. It is 100% a pivotal season for Deshaun Watson. I mean, if he doesn't get it done this year, that's that $226 fully guaranteed contract is going to be interesting. I think we're going to find out this year is, I don't know if it's too much of a pivotal season for Justin Fields and Russell Wilson. I've said this in a previous video, but I really feel like if the Steelers do not use Justin Fields as a Taysom Hill clone, I feel like they're doing him a disservice, and they're doing themselves a disservice, because Justin Fields has the mobile upside and mobile ability to be literally utilized in every situation. Put him in the backfield, put him at tight end, put him at wide receiver. I'm not saying catch the ball as well, but you could utilize him in like end arounds and trick plays. He can throw it, he can run it. I think realistically speaking, the Steelers could sign Russell Wilson to a long-term contract and keep Justin Fields like a Taysom Hill type player and just use him in different packages. But Deshaun Watson, I mean, listen, it is what it is at the end of the day. He is arguably the best quarterback for the Browns. You know what the sad part is? I think the best quarterback for the Browns in the last 10 years was Joe Flacco. That's so funny. Baltimore attempt to defend the throne. You got the throne because Joe Burrow went down. Joe is back. Get ready. The return of Joe Burrow. Why did you put a question mark? NFL, I hate you so much. You put an exclamation. No. I'm not even going to let you ruin my day, NFL. Hang on. Hold up. I'm not even going to let you ruin my day. There you go. That is what you should have put, NFL. Out here with a question mark. Is it the return of Joe Burrow's Bengals? No, it is the return of Joe Burrow's Bengals. Stop the crap, bro. It's going to be a great season, man. And this Hard Knocks is going to be hilarious, because last time we had Hard Knocks, we were on Hard Knocks, Chad Johnson made it amazing. And I feel like somehow, some way, Chad Johnson's going to make this one amazing as well. Peace out.